All right, what's up, traders? My name is Heath, and this is Trade Talk. So tonight we're going to discuss Euro USD. We're going to discuss Pound USD, the Japanese Yen Index as well, and we'll go from there. So as of right now, we're printing, or this candle right here just opened. So it's not this candle. Today's candle is this big bearish engulfing daily candle that you see right here. Now, basically, I'm just taking that level from this bullish candle's opening price, and you can see how since we closed a bearish candle below that price, we have not been able to close a daily above it. And then we rolled over, traded all the way down here, took out all kinds of market structures, and we traded back up into that level. And today we traded deep within that level, taking out that high right there. All right. And then we rolled over. So this is telling us something. So moving forward, what I'm going to be looking at for the rest of this week, if we get a pullback to approximately the 1.21204 area, which is this area right here, I will be looking to take this to the short side, and I will only be targeting the daily low at that point. It's just going to be a scalp trade. I am ultimately still bullish on this asset in the long run. I am still long on this asset, as you can see right there with the little long indicator. However, I am going to exit that position and look for a short on this asset in the next day or two. All right, let's go down into a smaller time frame to see if we can find some better levels. So that level would be up higher, so I would leave the daily level in there. And on the 4 hour, we have already tested that area and have rolled over. So what I will do is I will throw this line on this bullish candle right here at 1.21084, and I will look for a retest of that area in looking to get short. So we will see what happens. All right, next, the pound yen. Now, the pound yen has been working out beautifully for me. I'm obviously still long this thing. That's my entry, 144.176, and the red line is my current stop at 144.077. All right, now I have a whole lot of lines on this chart. As you can see, we're going to get rid of all of them because this is what we're going to be looking for moving on in this asset. So basically this morning, let me go ahead and show you this real quick. So this morning we were tracking this in the Discord. All right, we were tracking this in the Discord. I had this line right here drew out this morning at 146.658. All right, basically I told the Discord members in the scalping room this morning when we were trading in this area, because it basically looked like it was holding support right there on a 5-minute closing basis, and I basically told everybody that I like this level better, that as long as I'm trading up in here, I don't like it and I'm not going to mess with it. But if we get a test down to this area right here at 146.658, that would be an area where I would look to get long. And as you can see, we pushed down into that area. We didn't touch it 100% perfectly, but we traded in that area, and then boom, we took out the daily high. So that was the target. You can see now we're coming into the Asian session. It's 7:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're about 45 minutes early of the Asian Open, and it looks like the yen is probably going to have that correction. All right, so we're not looking for any longs on this thing right now. We're going to let this thing pull back a little bit. So this was that 5-minute level that I was just talking about. You can see we had a nice daily range expansion based on that level. So moving forward, we're going to get rid of this level because it has done its job and we have new levels to look at. So this is going to be an area, obviously, that we're going to look to see if we get a support test of 1.46801. All right, if we get this test and hold on an hourly closing basis, then you can look for maybe another scalp to the upside. However, I would call that highly unlikely because this thing has been moving very, very good yesterday and today to the upside. So I think it's going to look for a deeper correction. So my first area that I'm going to be looking for before I look to get long is 146.018. 146.018, which is simply this level here. I want to see price pull into that and then hold that area as support. If that area does not hold, I will be looking for this area to hold at 145.371. So one of these two areas, I'm going to be looking for a hold, and then I will look to re-enter this position long. Now we're going to move to the JXY, which is simply the Japanese yen index. So I don't know if you're new to this channel or if you just subscribe, because I get a few subscribers every day, but 2 weeks ago we were looking at this to happen. All right, I called it out in my videos. You can go back and check them out. Last week Sunday, when I did my Forex weekly outlook video, we were trading up in here. This was Friday's action. When we came down into this area at 94.50, I was looking as that to hold as support, simply because it's basically just this descending channel, and it has been holding to it pretty nicely, as you can see. So basically I was looking for a retest of that area, which the main area I was looking at was 95.50, because on a daily chart you can see that it was clearly an area that price respected multiple times. So it is a traditional support and resistance area. So I was looking for that area to be held as resistance, and if we closed a daily or 8-hour candle above 95.80, which was this line here, then the trade was no longer valid. So essentially I was telling everybody in the community that this area right here, we were going to look for this area to come into play. Once this area come into play, we were going to be looking for this thing to roll over. We got that move. All right, we have gotten that move in its entirety. Today's action had a nice big fat gap down, and we traded all the way into the bottom of the channel. So moving forward, we're going to be watching this area here at 95.20. This is going to be the very first area that I'm going to be watching, mainly for a bounce off of this bottom side of the descending channel, to see if we get a push up into there to close today's gap, and as well as find resistance. If we get that, then we're obviously going to look for this thing to roll over again. All right, but we will have to see if we break out downside of this channel, then it's going to roll over, and it's probably going to go a little bit lower. I would be looking for the 93.50 area to come into play. However, I would not take this trade unless it breaks out and then comes back and finds resistance at that level. So basically the trade that I was looking for has played out, and I had made everybody aware of it too. So yeah, that's what I'm capitalizing on, this pound yen trade. You can see it's working out flawlessly. Was a great trade, loving it. All right, so basically that's all I was going to go over tonight. Let me just go over this real quick. Bitcoin is slowly making its way. We took out that $50,000 area, but we got rejected. So it's starting to make this ascending channel moving higher. All right, so that's not the right tool. Let me get the right tool. Trading views telling me no. So let's try it one more time. And I will just use that high for now because it's the last high we have. So boom, boom, there's your two areas. We're looking for a breakout to the upside or a breakout to the downside. These are the areas that I was watching on the Bitcoin, but they're not so much anymore. You can see that it was a level, and we got a beautiful test and rejection, and we are trading out of that area now. So that area is done. This area was tested, and it is no longer relevant because there has been much price action below it. So first and foremost, this is going to be level on Bitcoin. Look for a support test at 48,797.50. All right. If you push down into here, you want to see this hold as an hourly closing basis. If that does not hold, you will be looking for this area down here for your next test at 48,018.50. That will be the next area of support to look for. And obviously, if that area breaks, then you will be looking for 46,913. 46913.0. So this is basically my line in the sand for Bitcoin and this channel. So yeah, that's the bottom line you want to see. You want to see, make sure that holds as support. What am I talking about when I say hold as support? You want to see wicks through, but candle closures above the level. You do not want to see any candle closings below that level. Otherwise, it is not valid any longer. So that's all I got for you guys tonight. It's just a quick update. Today is Tuesday, so yeah, basically, I didn't take any FX trades today. I did take a long on 80A XBT this morning, and I took the trade off at roughly break even, and that's the only trade I took. So far, I'm still riding the euro and the pound yen trade. However, I am, as soon as I get done with this video, going to exit that euro trade and start to look for scalps to the downside coming in tomorrow morning. All right, I'm not doing anything tonight or for the London Open. These are your levels that you will be watching to see if you get a support or a resistance hold. If you are unable to break above 1.21084 or 1.21204, that is a great opportunity to look to the downside, targeting this wick at the very minimum. All right, which is just simply that low at 1.20681. You guys have a great night. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're still here. And if you are still here, you're an amazing person. And thank you very much. Trade safe, trade smart. Happy trading.